I think we are. Oh, it's still starting.
Oh, it's still starting.
Still starting. Are we? The internet working here? I don't.
That's right. Hello.
Aha! No, it's still starting.
Oh, it's still starting.
I don't know if we're. Is it? There we go. Now we appear to be live.
Wow. And look, nobody's watching.
I know. Well, it says our stream is okay, so it's not great. So
what's the deal?
We've streamed better.
We have streamed better.
Yes.
I'm really disappointed.
Oh, hey, Roman's here.
All right.
Woohoo!
Somebody.
All right. I guess now we should start actually doing something.
That's right. We could do something now.
Hey everybody, hello and welcome back to Pair of Dice Paradise, invading board game corner.
Yes, this has been awesome.
Oh, it's been a fantastic weekend.
It really has.
And I have my post-convention voice ready to go
and
here.
Early morning voice.
Yes, that doesn't help. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna just stream for a little while, and eventually I'll probably take this and edit it into a final production. But we're gonna do a couple of things. First thing that we are going to do, as promised, is we are going to discuss our initial thoughts of the two games that we inflicted on each other.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you kind of describe what the idea was behind these two games?
Yeah, so this was really your idea, I think.
Yeah, but my voice hurts.
So we both chose two maybe obscure games.
It turned out they were obscure to each other.
Yes,
so
so
yeah.
that worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
And we wrapped them up,
mm-hmm.
and Chaz was very fancy and put question marks on his. I found envelopes and just put games in the envelope and sealed them, and it was much easier.
I went for craftsmanship, and you went for production value of you have the nice printed actual envelopes, and I just wrapped them in paper.
So we both opened them,
mm-hmm.
and then we chose which one we wanted to have inflicted upon ourselves.
I chose the two that you recommended, and you chose the two I recommended. We each chose one, and they are these right here. And so, as promised, so what we're going to do is, we'll get to the games in a second.
True.
And you know what? I'm going to take these under the table. I'm going to mix them up.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to hold one in one hand, and the other in the other hand.
That'll be the first.
Yes. Okay, so pick right or left.
Left.
Left is Epic Spell Wars. All right.
So tell us.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? First, set the stage about what this game is about.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy wizards with crazy powers battling it out and doing bizarro combos with their powers.
Sure. That is absolutely for sure.
And it's definitely pick on your neighbor.
Oh my! That's the entirety of the game. That's
true.
There is no other option. So you get a hand of 8 cards,
mm-hmm.
and then you choose. And there's the cards are split into 3 types: left, middle, and right.
Correct.
And you choose a left, a right, and a middle, and you put those down. Actually, up to the 3. You can actually just choose just a left or just a middle. You can have just one card if you want.
Not as powerful.
Right, but you go faster. You go early in the round.
You do.
Because what you're going to do is everyone's going to... each cards, they have an initiative value,
mm-hmm.
and highest initiative goes first.
Yep.
And so then you reveal, and you kind of read and resolve your spell that you've built from the left card over to the right card. And these are like, do 3 hit points to the player on your left. Or it's like, do 5 hit points to the player on your right, but you also take 2 damage and stuff like that. And there's, other subtle nuances and stuff like that.
And the fun bit is that you have to read out the power.
Yes.
And the way the cards combine.
Yes. And like we had something like, the lofty fart night of, inner nightmares or something.
Doom.
Yeah. I remember Fart Night was one of them.
Right. Yes, it is. Yes.
And so they have these crazy names, and you're actually, everybody gets a player board, and it has a character on
mm-hmm.
it. And there's no special player powers, but it's just unique artwork. But the game rules actually state that when you read off your spell, you're supposed to read it in the voice of that character.
Yes.
And I'm just going to, real quick...
Which character did you
I'm going to show you which character was mine.
All right.
Oh, I played with Derek Porter from the Dice Tower.
Oh, yeah.
This one was Derek's character.
Nice.
Yes. And unfortunately, Derek had been up for about 27 hours. So
he was
a very sleepy character. Let's see here. Here's mine.
Oh, nice.
So I had to read the Galaxy Fortnite of the Nightmares. So yeah, that was what I got to sound.
Most impressive.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So this game,
Initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts. Actually, before my initial thoughts, you're the one who introduced it to me. What are your current thoughts on the game?
My current thoughts is that it is truly can be very rude, but I really like the fact that if you're in that right group, you can get everybody just engaged in the silliness.
Yes,
and that's really what it is. I don't even care about the winning. I just want to see how all the powers combine in every game.
Yes.
And that's really what I like about it.
It is definitely a story-driven. It's the stories you have afterwards is what this game is about.
That is one of the things that I like the best, is that every game I've played, there's something like, oh, remember that one time?
Yes.
You know.
Now, okay, so cool. Oh, yeah, okay, my initial thoughts.
Yes.
I would, if this hit the table, I would play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would go out and seek it out and buy it.
Makes sense.
Yep. But it's also, we were playing it at the end of a full day gaming marathon at like a quarter to midnight.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, I'm doing the thing, and yay. And so you really have to have the right crowd, of course.
You do.
And you also have to have the right energy levels to play.
It's true, because the game tries to inspire you to be zany.
Yes,
right?
Yes. And it doesn't force you to be.
No,
it's not like put a shoe on your head while you it's not like that stuff.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, but it definitely inspires you and wants you to be zany. So it's one of those where you not only have to have the right crowd, you have to have the right energy level as well.
And I would agree. I probably would not seek it out to buy it either. It was given to me.
Okay.
as a birthday gift. So
okay.
I was like, oh, because I'd played the original, and this is the sequel to the original.
Yeah, and it added a few twists, I guess. There's this tower that goes around that does special bonuses.
Right. And so the guy that I played the original version with, he gave me a copy.
Okay. One other thing, initial impressions about this game. Another reason I probably wouldn't buy it myself is the artwork in it. Now, I wasn't offended by it, but the artwork in it...
it's like Garbage Pail Kids or
yes,
something.
I was going to say, it's like Garbage Pail Kids if they just let themselves go.
Right.
I'm actually going to show one of the more tame cards.
Good.
But here's one of an example of the card art. So yeah, it has that... it really has a almost Ren and Stimpy, Rick and Morty, but to me it was really a Garbage Pail Kids that have let themselves go.
It really is.
There's a lot of just blood and stuff that go on the cards. So, and it's all cartoony.
It is all cartoony.
Well, I mean, there's brains and stuff.
But it is cartoony gore. But it is gore. I mean, it definitely...
I mean, that's what really reminded me of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it has that feel for sure.
Yeah. So, my final verdict on this one is I am glad that you introduced me to it. And it definitely added a convention or something again.
Yeah, right.
If it hits
that's
the table,
a great venue for it.
Yes, I would. But early in the convention, not at the end of the convention.
That's awesome.
All right. So, now let's talk about Cosmic Run. All right.
Yes.
So,
you started off this time?
Okay, so Cosmic Run is, I think, at its heart, a racing game. And and how you do this race is you have 5 planets lined up, and each planet has kind of a chart. Oh, there's a picture on the back.
Yes, there is.
You know what?
Oh, pull out a...
I have the luxury of...
Pull out a planet.
Yes. Okay, so each planet has a little chart, and you players start at the bottom with little spaceships, and as they roll dice, they will make sets and pairs and triples and things like that that will allow them to move up the chart. And I don't know if the camera can get it, but basically the higher you get up the chart, the more victory points you'll get. And there's 5 planets, and as soon as the first person reaches a planet, you score it. Or
a meteor destroys
the planet.
And then you just score it as well.
Yeah, so you're not only playing
Which I thought was interesting, because I would have thought the meteor, someone has to get to the top or no one scores.
Yeah,
it seems like that would be an interesting twist.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that would just keep the score so low. You'd have 4 to 3
Maybe.
to 3.
Yeah,
and
that's probably true.
Yeah, so that allows you to still get something out of the scoring.
True.
But so the first person to hit the top of the planet scores it, and the planet's removed from the game. The meteors hit the planets, that removes it from the game. And what's really kind of neat that I like about it is that the meteors become more and more frequent as...
which is awesome.
Yeah, so the game is...
So every roll of the dice will see if meteors hit, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, or the first roll of everyone's turn.
The first roll of
everyone's turn. And so it helps ramp up the game and keep it going.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your initial thoughts then?
So, just from the description, I was like, oh, this game is right up my alley. Okay. Dice and push your luck? Absolutely. And a space theme?
Okay.
So, you're right, though. It's a race game. You're racing to get those points. And that's what it is. It's not, I'm really racing to get up to the planet. You're just racing to get points.
Yes. Yeah.
And the other neat thing is that there's card powers that you can spend. And so if you don't have dice combos that can make you move up the planet, you have other options to spend those dice, which is really neat. And there's a huge push your luck element to this game, and you just want to keep going. So you could put individual dice on a planet and hoping to get 5 of a kind.
That's true, because you have to start with 6 dice. You have to place at least one, and then you can scoop up the rest and re-roll. So if you're like looking for 3 of a kind, well, you can put one of them there and hope you roll the others you need as you go on.
So I love that push your luck kind of stuff, and I always push it too far, but it's just, I love that in games. And frankly, if this was in stock, I would have ordered it while playing it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I liked it that much.
Oh, that actually made me really, really happy and proud. When you show a game to someone, because at the table you played a 4-player game, and everyone at the game after it was done, everyone took out their phones and took a picture of the box. It's like, okay, that's always a good sign.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, right before we started recording, you were looking this up on Amazon, weren't you?
Yeah, what's like $72 and $96?
$96, and it's like a $30 game or so. Yeah. So,
I'm really bummed that there's not a reprint of this thing. And I know there's Cosmic Run Rapid Fire, which might be a sequel to this game or a new version of this game.
I know it exists. I just don't know enough about it to know how it relates. So,
I'm going to have to email them and find out more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because now I'm super intrigued about it.
Well, that makes me very, very happy to know it went over that well.
Yeah, I really liked it a lot. Cool. And it's, it is a light game, but I just found it really fun. It's got those story elements again. Games like, remember that you got 5 at once in the first roll?
There was one that was like, they rolled. It's like, well, I'll just put all my dice. Well, okay, there's my turn. I used all my dice right there.
Yep. But you're right. There's that fun trade-off. Initially, everybody is just trying to scale up the tracks to the planet. But then you look at the cards and stuff, and there's combos in the colors that will give you extra points at the end if you have different, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
There's 5 or 6. Yeah, there's the cards are in 5 or 6 different suits, and the more suits you get, the more victory points you'll get for those.
Some nice set collection there too. So there's a lot of little things in this game. It's really neat.
Yes, cool. That makes me very happy.
Yeah, I really liked it. Really liked it a lot.
Nice. So the games I brought, I brought one that I was hoping you would like, and one that was just like, if your verdict on this one is, oh my goodness, what was that mess?
I suspect that's what it would have been.
Yeah, this was the one I was hoping you would like.
Good. That's awesome.
Yes. So okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up this idea, but then we're going to live stream for a few more minutes.
Yes. And we'll do a little wrap up of the whole weekend.
Yes. Yeah. But let's wrap up this. So let me get these back on screen. On the screen. All right. So overall, there's our impressions of the games. Yes. Before we wrap up, I just want to ask, what was your overall impression of the experiment we did?
Oh, I loved it. And I love the fact that I was going through everything in my collection. Even like calling Randy, hey, do you have this, handy? And it was just, we didn't have time. And I was texting him stuff. What do you think of these? And we were going back and forth. Randy was like, I don't even know what that is. I'm like, good.
Got it. That's the one we're using.
That's what we're using.
Yeah.
The process of finding a game and something that you hadn't heard of was really the challenge.
When I was throughout the week while I was kind of getting ready for the trip out here, I packed, and then I was like, no, I got a better one. I'd take it out, and next day I got a better one.
That's awesome. That's really good. So, tell us how you got Cosmic Run.
Oh, I had the same thing happen to me. I'd say about 2 months ago at one of my local game club get-togethers. One of my friends back home brought it. It's like, hey, I got this little game, and played it, and I played. It was like, okay, that was okay.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about it the rest of the day, and then like that night I was laying in bed thinking about it. And the next day I was thinking about it, and then it hit me. Oh no, I really like this game. I gotta find it. And that's when I discovered it was out of print. So I actually had to go to like the BGG marketplace.
Right.
I found someone in Europe that was selling a copy of
That's
it.
awesome.
And I was able to get
Snatch it up.
Snatch it up. Yeah. So I had to shop around as well. But yeah, same thing. I had someone infect it in me with it.
Right.
So now
Good.
I've passed it on.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the process of doing that. We have to do this again.
Yes, actually, I was going to say, and if you guys have enjoyed kind of this experiment, let us know. And yeah, when we get together again, something we'll have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay. Yep. And in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for watching this little experiment.
Indeed.
And for more board game news and reviews and commentary, be sure to check out Pair of Dice Paradise on YouTube and the Twitters and the webs, and Board Game Corner as well.
BoardGameCorner.net, and again, all the social medias.
Poof. And then when I edit this, there'll be links on there probably, or there'll be like a picture of a salmon or something.
Salmon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there we go. And I want to remind everybody too that experiments and videos like this are made possible by viewers like you who have been supporting Pair of Dice Paradise's fundraising campaign. So thank you so much. Every little bit helps, and it is appreciated.
Indeed.
Until the next time that we get together,
Yes.
I've been Chaz Marler with Mark Street.
Yep.
And thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Talk to you later. And we will cut there. Okay. So we got about, I'd say, 15 more minutes or so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So should we do a wrap up of the weekend?
Let's do a wrap up of the weekend.
Okay. So, Extra Life.
Extra Life. This was the first Extra Life event that I actually was able to participate in.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've done, the donations and stuff, but this is the first time I've actually actively participated in the gaming and solicited donations and stuff.
Nice. Awesome. And so what was your overall impression of the Colorado version of this?
I was extremely impressed. First of all, you and your family were just incredibly hospitable. And so if I'm ever in Colorado again, even if I'm going to something else, it's I'm going to just ask Mark if I can stay with him.
Yes, that's awesome. That'd be great, yeah.
And then the Haunted Game Cafe, run by Gary.
Yes.
Yep. I want a game cafe back in Eugene.
Yeah.
Because the way that one was, that is like a model.
Yes,
of
it
game
is.
cafe. Yeah, and not just to plug it or hype it or whatever, because they're not giving us any kind of consideration for it. It's just honestly, they were one of the first-ish. They were on the early cusp.
They're the early cusp. They were number 2 in North America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they were number 2.
And you can tell they set a model for board game cafes to follow. And it was clean. It was modern looking.
Right.
It was friendly. The guy, Carl, was that who was working?
Yep.
He was awesome.
He was awesome. Carl was great.
The guy that was working the counter,
he
he knew exactly when to jump in and offer help and when to just sit back and let you do your own thing.
Exactly.
And that was that is a delicate balance to get. And the gaming spaces were great. And
it's a real nice, clean delineation between gaming space, cafe, and store.
Yeah. Not just a cafe and the store, but actually the cafe gaming space and store. They really did a good job.
Nice job with that.
Have they always been in the same location?
Yes, and it used to be half that size.
Oh, really?
So it was last year he expanded into the second space. So originally it was the store was the back half of this, and the front was the gaming area.
Okay, neat.
Yeah,
that's good to hear that you expanded.
Yeah, it's fantastic because last year at Extra Life we actually did the event there when Z came to town, and he had just opened up that space. It wasn't quite all painted and as nice looking as what you saw, but it was getting close. And so it was really great to have that big space for last year, but this year we needed even more space.
Yes, and you have to forgive me, I cannot remember the name of the location that donated their space.
You would think I would remember too.
Yeah, it was New Thought Center?
New Thought Center.
New Thought Center, okay. New Thought, and that was in Fort Collins?
No, it was in Loveland.
And
the reason the one thing they donated the space for us to use.
Yeah,
this was fantastic.
This it's not community center. It was some sort of spiritual thing, but yeah, so they donated the space, which was amazing.
It's in a strip mall kind of area, and it's out by the highway in Loveland, which is kind of people from Fort Collins, Greeley, Denver could more easily meet there.
Nice.
Instead of coming all the way into Fort Collins.
Okay.
So it's right off the highway. So.
If I knew any of the geography around here, I'd be really impressed.
Yeah.
But still, no, that's nice. Central location like that.
A little more central.
And it was, I thought, for the crowd that was there, it was a perfect size.
Oh, really?
There was a little cafeteria area or kitchen area, and then there was the gaming area, and we had a little alcove area for the filming. They let us use their high-end Wi-Fi and bandwidth, and it was really clean and nice. It was actually
super accommodating.
Yeah.
Anything, we were like, oh yeah, let's do that. And there was a stage, so we could do
a little stage for the auction.
Oh man! And this was the first year we did a live auction.
Oh,
all the other years have been silent auction. So
yeah.
this year we had enough donations that we split up the games. We took like the big cool games and put them up on stage, and then everything else was either door prizes or straight up silent auction.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was fantastic because Lenny,
who has
some theatrical experience. He's done some dinner theater and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he was our auctioneer, and he just nailed it.
He nailed it.
It was so good.
He was able to do the auction, and he also knew when to just inject a little bit of humor to wake people up and get their attention too. He did an excellent job.
And Chaz and I and Edward were
from Heavy Cardboard.
Vanna.
Yes, we were displaying the games and talking about them
and
sometimes.
Talking a little bit.
And my proudest moment during the auction was that I almost paid $200 for Spirit Island. But I want to just give a message to my wifey out there, dear. You'll be happy to know I got outbid. I didn't get anything because I was one of the hosts, but I did help bid up Spirit Island. And fortunately, at the 200 mark, I got outbid.
Yeah. So it went for 210, I think, or 220.
No, it was. I think it went for 200 even.
Oh, did
because
it?
I remember
you were at 190.
I almost walked away, and I went to 195 because I remember
that's
shouting at the guy, "If you want it, you're gonna have to take it for 200." And he did.
Yes, that's right.
The taunting worked.
It did, and most of the games, and people were very generous because most of the stuff went for like $100 or more. So
yeah, it was really nice.
So some really nice, and the publishers were amazing.
Oh yes, donated. There was a lot of good stuff there. Very generous, and everyone that was bidding, had the mindset, this is for charity, not to get a good deal on a game.
Right.
But I wanted to talk about Lenny a little bit because Lenny was I met him through Facebook while we were setting up this whole trip, and he was kind of running the Extra Life event part of it. He was fantastic.
Yeah,
he was great. He did such a great job running that venue.
He was. And he was the main organizer, and I was like his second to help him set things up, and I took care of working with the publishers and bringing you in and all that. So, but Lenny kind of got the space figured out, and he got the people organized to set it up, and I worked with the IT guy there, so we would have streaming and all that.
Dave, I think his name was the IT guy. He was awesome. He was so friendly, and he was always right there like, can I get this for you? Can I help you with that? Do you need? Yeah, he was great.
He was super excited to be part of the gaming. He
you could
stayed
tell
all day.
You could tell.
He played games and hung out.
Yeah, when it was like 1:45 when we were getting ready to wind down, they said, we want to thank the host Dave, and I looked, he was still there.
Yeah.
I thought he would have left.
Yeah,
that was great.
Pretty awesome.
That was great.
Yeah, and then we had Rob there as well with the whole video game section, which we have not done in previous years. But we had a corner that was, it was nice that he actually brought enough stuff to wall it off.
Yeah, they got like a curtain around it.
And to shelter the board gamers from all the noise. But it really never was an issue.
I forgot about it being back there.
But he he really stepped up.
They had like what 4 or 5 big 50-inch monitors set up,
couches for people to hang out in and play video games.
Oh, I wish I would have went back with my camera, got some footage of that. I got some footage of the hall and everything. I should have got footage of that because that was impressive.
It was.
Yeah, and
it was super cool. And they really helped boost us to that amount that we got this year.
Yeah. And so if the chance to do it all again at that venue with Gary, you, and Lenny involved and everything. If the opportunity came up again to help out, like I did this year, I would do it in a minute.
Awesome.
I'd do it in an instant.
Yeah, we'd love to have you anytime. So.
Yeah, it was you guys. You guys did a fantastic job and raised over $12,000 for Extra Life.
And I think after the silent auction totals all come in, I think it could be over 13. So.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I'm really, really happy and proud of you guys for what you did.
Well, yeah, and you too. Thanks for. I mean, you were a part of that. So
it was, it was a privilege to be able to be. It was kind of humbling to. It was humbling to be able to be like, yeah, here. I was talking to Gary at the end. He's like, oh yeah, I had some publishers after the streams that you and Mark did. Some publishers actually contacted me on Facebook and said, hey, we want to donate some stuff. And so it's like, so publishers are seeing what you're doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that was really humbling and really like
that is phenomenal.
A source of pride. So that was awesome.
That's great.
So yeah, it was. I thought you guys put on a great event. It was a great cause, and it went over really well. And I think you guys hit it out of the park.
Yeah,
and I was just.
And we more than doubled what we did last year.
Really?
Yeah.
More than doubled.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome.
Yes. So, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be keeping some of the live streams we did up for a while, but they'll be going into like private mode, and I'll be taking my source footage, editing it, tightening it up a little bit, adding some overlays and additional info, and then reposting them on the channel as actual edited videos. And all of the videos related to the Extra Life event that I post will include a link to the Colorado Gamers Extra Life page in the video descriptions, because the Extra Life, the Colorado Extra Life thing, Colorado Gamers Extra Life page can continue taking donations through the end of the year.
Yeah. So anything you can do to help out, folks,
let's see if we can get them to 14,000.
That would be amazing. Yes, absolutely.
Yep. All right. So
we got to get to the airport.
We do. I got to pack up these things.
Time to pack.
Yep. Before we go, any final thoughts about the whole weekend in general?
Oh man, I'm just super appreciative to everybody who helped out and donated, gave their time, and Chaz for coming. It was awesome.
You guys made me feel so special. You made me feel like, someone in the board game community that can make an impact and have that faith in me. That was great. Yeah. And
you had your face on a poster. Bucket list item.
Next one, the dollar bill. So I'm gonna go get to work on that, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, and also with all the live streams and stuff we did,
even though so fun.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys who are watching for sharing that, being part of it with us too. That all the retweets and the shares and stuff, and just being here, participating in the table scraps that we did.
Yeah, that was really fun. Those were really fun.
Yeah, they turned out really good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting those up. So I want to thank all you guys for watching as well. So yeah, till next time we get together, and next time, Mark, we're gonna see each other in like 10 days.
PAX,
it's PAX Unplugged.
Yeah,
is the next place that I'll be working in the Passport Game Studios booth. And where will you be at PAX?
I'll be there with the Dice Tower.
Dice Tower booth.
I don't know if we have a booth or not. I don't know if it's a check it out this year.
Oh,
I don't know. I'll have to ask Tom.
Find out about that.
Yeah, I will.
Awesome.
But yeah, look for us if you're going to PAX U. Make sure you come say hi to all of us. We definitely would like to see you. So.
And that's in Philadelphia. It starts the 15th, I think. 15th or 17th?
Yeah, 17th.
17th? Okay.
I think we
15th is when I fly out. 17th is when it starts.
Yeah.
So yeah, PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia. That's where we will maybe see you, but we'll definitely see each other next.
Yeah.
Can't
wait.
Yeah.
Man. Boom.
Okay. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again later on. And now I need to awkwardly close the stream off.
Oh, wait. Should we do any quick QA if anybody wants to?
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Couple quick questions, anybody?
Lenny. Oh, Lenny. Lenny's in the chat.
Hey, Lenny.
Woo. That's
Lenny
nice.
is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows.
Oh, who I met at Gen Con.
Oh, good.
He's awesome, and he's always had really good comments and participation and everything. He says, you and Mark make a great duo. You should do more together. I agree.
Yes, I agree. I'm with you 100%.
Mm-hmm. I really liked our idea. We recorded the November top 10 hotness games. We recorded that together this weekend.
We did. It was
that's
really
gonna be
fun.
I hope you get that up by Wednesday. That's my goal. But maybe Friday. But
my guesses were absolutely wrong.
But I liked our idea of doing the little follow-up video to that, where it's like our surprises and what we expected, and doing that together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, look, we're out of time because we got to get to the airport because while it's been great to visit with you, I doubt you want me to be here another week.
Actually, that would be pretty awesome. Let's ask Lenny real quick. When did everything shut down, Lenny? Since you're in the chat.
If you can hear us, Lenny, when did everything actually shut down at
we had to unfortunately leave a little early because we got to get to the airport.
Yeah, we were home by like 12:30.
Yeah, maybe closer to 1, but somewhere in there.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on Lenny. There is like a delay. There is a delay. But we're going to give Lenny another just 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And if not, if we can always
update that.
Yes, we can always update. We can use the magic of editing time travel, find out from Lenny, and just put it into the final version.
That's right.
Yes, which I think we're going to have to do because now it's 8:45.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
And we will talk to you again soon.
Later.
And